1998 Peugeot 106 GTI. I think in this car we've finally found whatever trumps one doctor owner. This car has one previous owner who bought it brand new in 98, kept it all the way through to 2018, and that person has the title of lady. So surely lady trumps doctor. What's interesting for me is Lady Diana liked fast Fords with her XR3Is. Apparently this lady liked fast Peugeots, which has really tickled me a little bit today. 15,000 miles from new, this car. Huge service history, which we'll detail in the description. It's just had timing belts and things done. If you ever look on the MOT history, its advisories have been things like screen wash. It's never had any form of advisories for corrosion. Just a really well-kept, really cherished, honest Peugeot hot hatch. We'll start by having a look at the bodywork. We'll start on this front driver's corner. It's going to be quite an easy video because I know there's 2 marks on this car. I know exactly where they are. Right, front bumper. As you can see, it fits perfectly. Really nice gap all the way along. Quite often they can sag. Lower half of this bumper is really good. All the plastics are lovely and dark. They're not dried out or cracked. It has Michelin tyres all round, all matching, same level of tread, all that sort of stuff. If we're going to be a little bit picky, the wheels could do with a refurb. They've been curbed at some point there and touched in. Inside the arches, you can just see with the camera there, well, you can see better on the rear. It's absolutely immaculate in there. I would say it's as close to a brand new 106 GTI as you're going to get. Even the body kit, which quite often can sort of sit funny, as you can see there, sits perfectly all the way around. Not a mark on it, not a scratch, not a stone chip. There's not even any scratches on the inside lip. The rest of the wing itself is lovely. All the panel gaps all the way around are lovely and equal. Obviously correct GTI badging, everything nice and clean around the indicators. Not a scuff or a mark on the wing mirror. And again, all this plastic's lovely and clean. If we have a look at this sill, I mean, obviously it's got a body kit, so a sill cover on it. But it's not been rammed up any curbs. It's not been jacked up wrong or anything like that. Good colour match all the way around, as you can see on all the panels. Silver on silver. No funny paint jobs or anything that I can tell. Nice and clean around the door, locks and all that sort of stuff. Quite often these can bubble up, but this is lovely and clean all the way along. This pillar again, no stone chips or anything like that. Sunroof model. Sunroof could do with a bit of a polish, we'll do that. But there's no sign of any corrosion, stone chips. There's not a single stone chip on the top of that window line. The car has spent most of its life in Chelsea, so it's not going to have got up to much of a speed where it's going to have stones flung at it, to be fair. Again, lovely and clean, got a little bit of dirt there. Lovely and clean down this pillar here. Around the filler cap is all lovely again. I apologise for saying the word lovely 1,000 times, but lovely, nice, fantastic, what else are you going to call it? Now, one of the marks I mentioned, so this B-pillar trim, it has like this black trim over the paintwork on it on a GTI. It's got a couple of little ripples in it there on the driver's side. Quite a common thing if you know these cars. Dead easy to replace as well. So, if we have a look inside this arch here, you'll see what I'm talking about. Look how clean it is in there. It's immaculate. This arch again, lovely and clean. There's no sign of even a stone chip on the inside lip. Like I say, the wheels, for me, send them off and get them refurbed because it will make the car a full 10 out of 10. It's a 9.9 at the minute with those wheels. And then, like I say, matching Michelin's all the way around. Round on the rear, we'll just look down that side there. You can see how straight it is. We film these videos in 4K so you can see every inch, every wart. There just isn't any on this car. Round on the rear, we do have the original viewer sticker in there. Stamped glass and everything. Got your original 106 GTI mud flaps. And again, the plastics on the back, there's no scuffs. It's lovely and clean and straight. It's not been covered in back to black. It is just a nice original fresh plastic. Both tail lights, lovely and clear. Boot lid itself is really good. There's not a mark at all on the back end. Heated screen on the rear. Again, even the spoiler's really good all the way around. Nothing at all around that screen. On the passenger side, again, if we look down this side, lovely and straight all the way along. Rear bumper fits lovely as well. Again, we'll have a look in this. Got a bit better light here, you can have a good look in there. There's not a drop of dirt in there, there's no corrosion. There's not even a chip in there, it's ridiculous. Again, another good wheel and tyre. Bodywork all the way around fits lovely. It's really, really good. This whole rear quarter, all nice and clean, no sign of any chips or marks or anything like that. Same going along the roof. As you can see, they're really, really clean. Going down that pillar, no stone chips or anything like that. You've got a very, very small scratch just on the leading edge of the wing mirror. I told you there was another mark somewhere. Nice clean GTI badge, everything there. We'll have a look on the sill. And again, not been jacked up or smashed up a curb or anything like that. This front arch, same story, the body kit fits nice. Another good wheel and tyre. Inside there, all nice and clean. Even on the leading edge of the bonnet, we're talking no stone chips at all. One tiny one there on the bumper, if we're going to be really, really picky. Even the fog lights are nice and clear. Really, really good. The bonnet itself, it's not a ripple, there's not a dent. It's definitely not had cats fighting on it or anything like that. Tiny little stone chip there, but this is how picky we're having to be to find something to point out on this car. Onto the interior. So silver outside. The GTI's got a half Alcantara interior, so it's black leather with his Alcantara centre. Alcantara on every camera we've ever used always looks a bit odd, and it's because you can sort of brush it either way and it always looks a bit worn, but it's not. It is in lovely condition all the way around. The leather itself, nice and soft, it's not shiny, it's lovely and comfortable. It's exactly as you expect for a 15,000 mile driver's seat, even on a French car. This door card, and nice and clean. Totally standard this car. We've got no daft aftermarket stereo, we've got no silly gear knob, it's not on coilovers, it's not got an exhaust on it. I mean, find a 106 GTI that doesn't have an aftermarket exhaust on it, that's hard enough. 15,553 miles. We picked it up on a couple of miles less. I've driven it down the road because I'm going to drive it. It's 15,000 mile 106. It's the closest I'm going to get to driving one brand new. And it does drive as good as it looks. It drives really, really well, nice and tight. Pulls really well. No funny wobbles or squeaks. It brakes in a straight line. Just exactly as you'd want it to. Rear bench, all nice and tidy. Again, that Alcantara makes a funny trick on the camera, but like I say, it's lovely and clean. I don't think they've been used at all, really. Headlining again, no marks or anything on that. There's no funny smells. We do have the visor for the sunroof. It all works as it should. Carpets are lovely and clean as well. Electric mirrors on this one, electric windows. I think that's about as high tech as a 106 got, to be fair. And then on the passenger side again, lovely clean door card. If you look at the edge of the doors all the way around, and the door checks on both sides. Just excellent all the way along. No one's been jumping in and out with boots on or anything like that. Original Peugeot mats. This passenger seat, just the same, really nice and clean all the way around. And again, into the bench from this side, excellent. This side of the dash is all nice and tidy. There's no sort of funny cracks or marks or anything on it. There's no funny smells, there's no sign of moisture. I wish I could whinge about a bit more for you, but I can't. So we've pulled the carpets out with all the trim pieces and everything and the sound deadening, just because I want to show you the boot floor. Because that can be quite a common problem area on these things, but we'll just have a look around here, as you can see again. There's not even a speck of dirt in the leading edge of the boot. Quite often these little grommet holes can start to bubble up, but nothing at all there. So yeah, 106 boot floors can be a bit of an issue. So I've pulled the carpet out just so we can have a good look at it. I haven't wiped that, I haven't polished it, I haven't touched it. That's exactly how it was. This panel here is immaculate. Without inventing a time machine, you're not going to find a cleaner floor than that. So, hence why I took the floor out. Right, let's have a look under the bonnet. Which means you're going to have to experience some dodgy camera work. Lovely strong rams as well. Look how straight that sits up there. Normally they're sagging down a little bit by now. So, inside the wings, this panel all the way along, lovely and clean. You got your original stickers there. Strut tops are very good. We've got this sticker here, so April last year, 14,728 miles. It had the timing belt done. If you check the description, we'll detail everything we've got in the way of service history. It came with quite a large box file. We'll go through that and we'll detail it all in there. There's not a drop of oil coming out the bottom of it. There's nothing around the covers or anything like that. Lovely and clean, lovely and tidy. We'll start it up. So those three lights always come on when the car starts up, those two go off, and then the airbag light will follow it. Let's say 15,553 miles, no airbag lights. Obviously you can see the car's nice and cold so you can hear it properly. I'll be quiet so you can have a good listen. If we go around the back, you'll see no moisture, no water, no steam, nothing at all firing out the back there. So there you have it. 1998 Peugeot 106 GTI in about as original condition as you're going to find it. We will put everything we know about the car in the description, all of the service history and all that sort of stuff. Like I say, one previous owner who was a lady. So probably one of the only nobility owned 106 GTIs in existence. If you want anything specific, if you want extra photos, videos, any more information, please let us know. We are open every day apart from Sunday for viewings. If you can't get to us, just let us know. We're happy to do a video call so we can show you anything you want. Obviously the more information the better. Just let us know. Thank you.